Hello, this is Mayor Paula Deernfield, and I want to talk to you about the local option sales tax. On Tuesday, August 6th, Johnston residents will have an opportunity to vote on the local option sales tax. Before you vote, it's important that you know the facts. The decision about whether or not you will be paying a 1-cent local option sales tax has already largely been made for you by others living in Polk County. Earlier this year, residents in Des Moines, West Des Moines, Altoona, Windsor Heights, and Pleasant Hill voted to approve the local option sales tax. So if you shop at a retail store, eat at a restaurant, or visit an entertainment venue in any of these other cities, you are already paying the additional 1-cent sales tax, and you've been paying it at Jordan Creek Mall in Waukee since July of last year. So why is it important for you as a Johnston taxpayer to know you're paying the local option sales tax in other cities before you vote on Tuesday, August 6th? Because if we, as Johnston residents, vote to approve the local option sales tax, we can bring the tax dollars we pay in those other communities back to Johnston. Here's how it works. The 1-cent sales tax that you pay in Des Moines, West Des Moines, and Altoona doesn't automatically stay in those communities. State law requires that the money from the local option sales tax in Polk County be collected regionally and essentially thrown into one big pot. Because of the purchases that we make in other cities in Polk County, the Iowa Department of Revenue estimates that Johnston taxpayers will contribute about $1.55 million to that pot. The dollars that are collected regionally and thrown into that pot are then redistributed regionally. But when they're redistributed, they are sent back only to the communities that have approved the local option sales tax. If residents in other communities in Polk County approve the local option sales tax and Johnston residents don't, the $1.5 million in taxes that Johnston residents pay when they make purchases in those other communities will go to reduce the property taxes and pay for projects in those other communities. Johnston residents will get none of their tax dollars back. If Johnston residents approve the local option sales tax, Johnston taxpayers' dollars come back to Johnston and will be used to reduce our property taxes and to pay for projects in our community. How much in total can we expect to receive? The Department of Revenue has said that we can expect to receive about $3.25 million each year. So what would the $3.25 million be spent on? Iowa law requires 50% of the revenue received from the local option sales tax be used for property tax relief. The language on the ballot Johnston residents will be voting on goes even further and commits at least 50% for property tax relief. For the average homeowner in Johnston, that's a reduction of about $136 a year. The Johnston ballot also states the remainder of the revenue will be used for police and firefighters, parks, trails, and other recreational facilities, library services, and public infrastructure like street and sidewalk projects. We've covered a lot of information in a short period of time. If you have questions, please visit johnstonlocaloption.com.